designs. Corgi Candy really outdid herself. Let's get to the game. Okay, GLHF Andre. Whew. Let's see. GLHF at Andre. Andre already said GLHF. That's because he's wonderful. He's a gentleman. Okay, cool. Let's go. Right and Wrong wants to play a really quick game so he doesn't miss the next match with me. He told Tesseract. Right and Wrong clearly hasn't been on stream very often. We're in no danger of me. Oh, it's the Andre. It's the Andre. I forgot that we were playing it. He's sworn off of anything but E3 or E6 to open. And I'm not yet comfortable responding with E6 against E3. So we're just going to play it like this. I know that Andre's just so good, and I have such little experience against these systems. So I'm really scared. But we're just going to play. What if we did one of these? Does that play well? I don't know that it does. You know what we're going to do? We're going to not go too crazy. He's got the most experience, I'm sure, opening E3 against Knight of 65. So we're kind of playing into his hands here, but what we really want is the experience, right? This push scares me a little bit, so I think we're gonna maybe do a little bit of this as soon as possible. But then we really gimp ourselves, don't we? And then where's our knight going? I don't think it's great. Call me crazy, but I kind of like the Frappuccino bishop immediately. Makes a ton of sense. It makes a lot of sense. I think this is nice because it hits the pawn here. And also, if we wanted to, I think that we can make this bishop work for us without moving our b pawn, or sorry, without opening up the diagonal, rather. Is what I meant to say. Call me crazy, but I think maybe something like a5 might be a move. I don't know. What I do expect basically at any moment is, okay, I should have done it the same way I did with Dreamer, where I like move the knight. Now this is a predicament. Andre's just too good at the game. This is a bit of a predicament because if we, the Fianca, this is really good. This is such a good idea. I mean, allowing this is obviously disastrous, but if we allow this and then takes, and we have this open, and then he can takes here, threatening either a queen or this, and then this queen is here for mate, that's going to be just like a swift GG. So we're going to do this, even though it seems insane, because if this bishop takes now, you know, what we need to do is fianchetto our own bishop. But I mean, sacrificing this and then allowing this to happen and then losing to this is something that we don't want to do. So this is how I've chosen to play against that. We'll see if it pays off. I think probably fianchettoing this bishop is going to be a good, or we could take the juicy free pawn. The free juicer is really compelling. You know, free juicer, queen b6, kicking the bishop. Maybe it's not good. It's probably not good. Or I guess we could, no, just the free juicer is just nice because otherwise he can like defend this. That's a problem. Knight out here doesn't feel great because maybe he wants to sack this here. But if he sacks this here, then he's not protecting g2. So maybe, I don't know, how does this develop? Okay. Now things are getting serious. Let's calm down. Let's calm down here for a second. I think this is the play, right? What happens? What happens now? Bishop takes, bishop takes. Okay, so if in the past, then queen here. Oh no, then it's the same shit, right? We're gonna lock this in. We're gonna not think about it too much. I think it's like the or one of the only sensible moves. I mean, this is a really great move because it covers f2, right, after he opens it up with the knight. This structure I always hate. I hate falling into this like with London type systems because, you know, the only thing defending this knight, there are no pawns defending the knight, and that's just like a pain in the ass, right, to deal with. So fianchettoing the bishop gets the job done, but we're not happy about it. Getting another defender here would be kind of fantastic. So I think we've done a good job of playing to not lose. The question is, how do we play to win? What ideas do we have here? We can no longer take the free juicer with the bishop. Something like queen b6, I think, puts our queen in a not super useful position, because after something like a3, maybe even b, probably a3, so you can get the knight out as well. Then what do? We need to activate our pieces. So I had said that we won't have too much trouble getting this bishop to do work for us. I think I lied, because now I don't have a great idea for how we do that. b4, I think, was actually a really good move, just because it restricts our options so much. Like, between this bishop and this pawn, where is this knight ever going, you know? Like, if we go here or here, we're sort of fucked. This is a really interesting position. I get why Andre likes it so much. And I mean, this is why we just want to play as many games as possible, right? To get experience with these types of systems. I think adding another defender in the form of this knight to this knight is probably good. There's a world in which it actually behooves us to castle long, especially because, I mean, when you castle long like this, you know, usually like the bishops staring down in this direction are your worst nightmare, but it does enable us to... Castling long enables us to sort of just, you know, if we have all our pieces here defending our former king position anyway, then maybe we can do something good with the... like pushing our pawns up and supporting... Yeah, okay, so... this is a critical turn, I feel, because every tempo is sort of really important, and for the first time in the game, we have breathing room. And if we don't use our time wisely here, then I think we get punished for it really hard. This does something, but not a lot. What this does mean is that this knight is now pinned. If we move this knight now, that's really bad for him, because he can't recapture, for example, with this, because then we get this and we threaten mate, you know, and then he's got to deal with it. It's a free piece. Now, if we go here, he does have 2D mate, so we can't do that. We can't do that. We could do something like this that prepares that, but that's not great either. Where's this knight going is a really good question. And I'm happy to see that there aren't good squares for this knight either. So maybe he's going to stay here. Maybe we can afford to do something like this. Kind of unrealistic, right? I think that probably queen here is a lot more realistic. But does it do enough? Stay with me here. What about d4? d4 blocks the diagonal. It kicks this knight. It does give Andre a time travel onto... Oh, but this knight is defending. And we haven't activated our knight yet, so it actually kind of does work in place. He can't take here. That opens up the file. That's like redonkulous. Yeah, moon first. Moon first, sink later. We might have found just a tiny little, you know, a little stepping stone into something, into a really interesting path down this game. Okay, so he goes ahead and does this. Now the issue is, of course, that we can't... I think that this is probably the move after that. If bishop takes, then we... yeah, for aforementioned reasons, this can't happen. Because we just lose. If this happens... I think that probably the play is to... We really need to defend f7. We need to defend f7 just so that we can do anything with this knight. We want to be able to do anything at all with this knight. He can't takes next turn, which is the nice thing about this, is that we block the diagonal. So whatever we do, this won't happen. So we like, this move happened in some sense with tempo, even though it helped him to develop his own piece, which is not ideal. I don't want to block my queen and my bishop with a move like this. Not to mention it prevents like a time travel mate with the queen onto this square. That's also why we can't capture, because it opens up the bishop here, and then, you know, like something like takes, 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 and then we lose. So that's not good. Yeah, we gotta... Question is whether we do this, which also threatens this pawn, which I think is good. Maybe. Defends f7. Better than a knight move, probably, because then we don't... Okay, moon first. Are we going to get got? Are we going to get got? No, I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Now we attack the b4 pawn. Let's see. This is a really interesting position, man. This is a really interesting position. Yeah, the issue is that there's a third attacker onto this knight when this pawn eventually gets dealt with. So then we have to bring over our other knight. We have kind of gimped ourselves in terms of our ability to long castle. This was definitely not... This was like a super aggro move. I think maybe black has to do something like this in this position, because we've just set ourselves up in such a... This is just such a tight opening from Andre. I expect no less. Okay, we did expect the bishop capture. Now, we have to make important decisions. One of those decisions... Oh, this knight defends this. Of course it does. Oh, I was really looking forward to... If we capture this queen, then, you know, he has to defend this pawn. And if he does something like this, then maybe we have... Well, the bishop's no longer here, so it's not like we, you know, bishop's not defended as well. Okay, okay. Now knight here is good because if there's like a time travel sack onto this pawn, like it's just blocked straight up the diagonal. And we have to defend the knight again, right? So I think moon first. We're happy to just move to moon first here and then sink subsequently. That's more caffeine than a Red Bull. Yeah, the yerba mate, it's like more caffeine than a Red Bull. It's kind of nuts. All right, another mark goes to the column early F7 sack ideas. Dude, I mean, F7, it's normal chess is also, you know, kind of centered around F7 if you like look through everything else, right? Like, you know, F7's there. It's like way more weak in this game than it is in any other game, right? And so, I mean, if you don't want F7 to be a thing, then you kind of got to play either like reverse royalty or defended pawn, something like that. It's just gonna happen. F7 is just gonna be in the game. I mean, turn 0 makes it so that both players have to worry about it, which is great. Leads to much more dynamic, symmetric gameplay. in a good way. But yeah, man, f7's not going anywhere, Dreamer. Yeah, it's definitely bad for him. This knight has a bit more magic root. Who are we playing? Graven's here. How's it going, Graven? We're playing Andre, which is terrifying. It's a terrifying prospect. He's been working his little Russian hiney off on these E3, E6 games. It's all he plays nowadays. I asked him, because, you know, we chat sometimes about, you know, just like correspondence sort of theory back and forth about some positions. And recently I was like, what do you think about blah, blah, blah? And it was like a knight f3, knight f6, d4, d5 line. And he was like, I don't think about those anymore. I don't want to waste my time and unbuild all of my habits working with e3, e6 systems. So I'm just not going to think about it. It's like, shit, dude. Okay. Respect. Yeah, sure. This is scary. This is scary. And it makes a lot of sense because if we retake here with the queen, which probably we would be crazy to not do, then this knight comes in with the check, and we have to move our king, and it would be only move here or here, but that seems like really ridiculous. And then what happens? Oh, and then he forks the queen and the king. Yeah, it's just, wow, that's a 2D fork. I didn't even see the 2D fork. Oh my god, the tactics, it's too much. I can't handle it, man. There's a problem here. Oh, Andre, you've done it again. Andre is just so good at the game. Okay, so we can't take this knight because then bishop takes on g7, threatening mate, which is not ideal. Because this knight hasn't moved yet. But if that happens, yeah, it's not great for us. Oh, Andre, you crazy son of a bitch. Maybe, do we have a way that we can threaten? Because, I mean, if we can control the diagonal, then we threaten mate here. But, I mean, he can just close it up with c3. Wow, we're in such a bind. Okay. Yeah, 2D forks. Just really caught me off guard. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, can't do this because this happens. So is there a way for us to prevent this from happening? What else is he threatening right now? He can't take here. That's what this guy is for, as well as this guy, obviously. He could just take here, but then we recapture, so it's not a big deal. This is defended as well by, if we don't get rid of this knight, then this knight here basically, like, only move is to take with the queen, and then he takes back with this knight. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. What do we do about this? Because he's still got 3 pieces attacking this knight, so if we move this knight, he can just take here. If he doesn't have a better move, which he might. Is there a way that he can... Maybe we can prevent mate from happening by... can we threaten our own mate? Not really. We don't have great prospects, right? This is excellent. This is just so masterfully done by Andre. It's excellent. I mean, I think that the way to not lose immediately can't move this bishop either. Oh, I regret so much at the beginning talking about how I could make this bishop do something, even though I blocked it in. It was obviously wrong. You know, narrator comes in. He didn't. The other issues after takes. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Now he knows that I'm thinking of making the only sensible move. Oh no. If takes here, then after takes here, we don't have like pinning the knight to the queen, which is a thing that I really wanted to do. Because obviously the bishop just captures. Maybe it's worth To take the diagonal. That's not worth. That's not worth anything. Because you can just close this right up. Oh man, we're in such a pickle. But no, he probably, is there something we can do with this knight if that happens? Like maybe take here and then give, no, because we're mated. If takes and then bishop takes here, the next move bishop takes is mate. It's defended by this knight. That's so brutal. Oh God, this is so brutal. Oh, it's so good. Gotta put our thinking caps on. Is this crazy? Yes. It throws away the knight for nothing because this knight is blocking the bishop from defending here. So the answer to that was yes. Man, we gotta think outside the box here. I mean, we're pretty much toast anyway. Or maybe we just accept that we're probably toast, so to give ourselves the best chance of survival, we just let our queen die for 2 knights. Just because there's no, it's not like we have much choice. Jeez. Goddamn. Is a time travel going to help us in any way? Unlikely, right? Not like we have great ones anyway, because this is defended by this knight. I guess it does give us the opportunity in the future. But if we do this, then queen probably takes here, or then bishop probably takes here. Then we have to do this. It's like forced, right? Takes this. I think that's as good as it's going to get. Then we lose control over this, but the fact that this knight is gone means that we can take here and then threaten to take here. Let's just do this. Man, it's a great position. It's a great position. It's very Andre. Very Andre. I feel suffocated deeply. Just look at my games. How often do you see me sack on F7 early? Streamer, what do you want a certificate? Do you want, everybody praise Streamer. He doesn't like F7. So you tried to steal ideas from him also? No, it was definitely, Andre and I always have fruitful dialogue. You know, the back and forth of ideas, I find that like really important. That's just a part of the game that I really enjoy. You know, and I no rugrats. I just really like that. It's great. What about king takes knight? King takes knight at the, so to address what Graven is saying is, we aren't giving advice, are we? A lot of the time, if I'm like deep in thought, then I don't look at chat until after I've made the move anyway. But always, especially if it's a rated game or a tournament game, well, if it's a tournament game, then I'll like very rarely look at chat. But don't ever offer advice for a move that I can benefit from in the moment, because obviously that's just unfair. So like as soon as the moment has passed and it doesn't matter whether or not I see your move because I moved anyway, yeah, then feel free to let it rip, basically. What about king takes knight? Good question. King takes knight. What's funny is that I hardly even considered king takes knight. King takes knight looks good. I'm shocked at myself for not even considering king takes knight. Wait, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. Why did I not even consider king takes knight? Am I okay? King takes knight runs into time travel issues, right? Or am I wrong about that? So king takes knight, and then knight check here happens, and then queen takes, and then like X turns later, time travel here happens, and I lose on the spot, right? I think that happens. Am I wrong about that line? I might be wrong about that line. I see only one idea as an answer to king takes f7, but I'm also not sure if white would be able to perform it. We just let our queen die. That sounded so sad. If I lose the prediction because chat flags him, that's the plan. Otherwise, I'll lose 3k. Okay. So this here loses, obviously. So I think that we have to do this, right? I think that we simply have to do this. Alternatively, well, we can't check him from here. And this anything else loses. So we're definitely going to do this. But I think that king takes there loses to this. I mean, I guess you could ignore this. So king takes, this happens, check, and then you go here. And then, yeah, because it's not like, no, maybe it doesn't lose at all. Maybe I'm just thinking really, like my visualization is really bad right now. Maybe king takes is just winning. That's shocking. Maybe subconsciously I thought if king takes works, Andre wouldn't have done this. You know, he doesn't just like let it rip if on the hopes that his opponent is inept. You know, which clearly would have been a winning strategy if this actually works. How's it going? Laura's here. Everybody say hi to Laura. Thurb1807. Laura's my girlfriend. Dropping in to say hi. Briefly, Semet suffers. What else is new, man? Lamau, yikes. Hair went up today. Thought maybe something would be different. Well, that's oh my god, I just get so consistently roasted by Laura anytime she's in the chat. Hair went up today. I thought maybe Semet wouldn't be suffering at the hands of better chess players. No, unfortunately not how it works. This isn't an anime. Sorry, love you. No, it's all good. I appreciate the banter. The banter makes the stream worth watching, babe. So yeah. No, it was all just too in my face. The hair had to come up today. Yeah, are you bleeding chips, son? I'm bleeding chips, babe. Hi, Laura, says Dreamer, misspelling it because he's not American. And that spelling of Laura makes much more sense than the actual spelling of Laura, which is Laura. Okay, we're making Andre think here, and there is a bit of venom on our side of the board. I think that takes here is really dangerous because now we've given ourselves a position where on this board it is not he who is defending d2, but it is ourselves. So if he does something here, like naively makes some move, and then we have queen takes b4 threatening 2 turns in the past, queen takes b2 mate. It's GG. So he has to be careful. I mean, I think he's probably got a lot of options, but he's got to be careful, man. And also to unblock this guy, if he wants to put this knight anywhere, then he opens it. We've got 2 pieces trained on this bishop. And if he, so maybe this is a tricky situation, a trickier situation than Andre anticipated. If he's got some crazy chain of moves that, like, there is a bit of a problem where if like this if bishop f6 happens and we do something like queen takes b4, then bishop d8 is checkmate. So we have to be careful as well. If this bishop move happens, then I think that we have to take the knight. Then if knight here, we have to take and he wins back the queen. So actually we are also in a little bit of potentially trouble simply because we can't move this bishop and enjoy the protection of this rook here. So, oh, wow. Time trial. This is so unlike Andre. Okay, now things are getting spicy. Things are getting spicy. Moving this queen away doesn't quite lose us the game because this knight also defends. Was I wrong in thinking he had a bunch more dangerous moves there? What's nice is that this bishop can next turn take this bishop and then threaten mate. Well, it's actually not mate because there's the rook up here now. We do have timeline priority. Okay, let's not lose. We can just move this king, and then we don't have to worry about this knight ever again. which is a compelling idea. Man, we have to be so careful here. Is taking here... I think taking here, and then he can't check with the knight, so he probably checks with the bishop. But then we takes. Then he probably prepares mate. But here also puts us in like the line of some really dangerous checks. This also... Oh, man. We also have to be careful about knights from here moving in on this board. Oh, but it seems defendable. What if we just ignore it? That seems crazy. Shit. We could recapture with the queen on our next turn here. But then he probably defends with like this bishop, right? Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. We could amusingly either move this knight here or move this knight here. I don't think it's good. I think it's a waste of time. If we could take the bishop here with this knight, we probably would, right? We can count our blessings. Okay, I'm going into the think tank. So, not going to interact with chat for a second. Sorry, chat. Give me a sec to not lose. How do we not lose here? Takes. Well, as soon as we get a chance, then we can take here with the... I know this looks insane, but I am doing this. I know this looks absolutely insane, but I'm doing this. It's too late. It's already been done. There's nothing we can do about it now. I think I'm really... I might be like overcomplicating this. Maybe I'm just like super overthinking. I don't know if I can afford to use my queen to win the game like this and then just takes back here. It's possible that I can't. Or this threatens mate, but then both of these pieces are here. So do we use this to take here, which we can do because this doesn't win the game because we have two pieces defending here. I also have this knight. God damn. This is really tough. Fuck. I think now we have to use our queen. Right? It's not ideal. I don't know why in all of my calculation I didn't see that coming. That's a little bit silly. I think I thought that I could take it with the knight, but I just spent my my move. After all that thinking, I think I really badly blundered this. Yeah, I think I blundered very badly. But it's okay. I mean, it's basically only move here, so I just shouldn't think about this too much. Actually, yeah, no, because this takes here, happens for sure. And there's no other... There's a clock right now as well. Oh. Oh, no. I think we lose. If that wasn't clear. And it's not going to be to time either. Oh no, I misplayed this so badly. I think that there was definitely a way that I could have won out of all of that situation. I think I bungled this. I think I bungled this really badly. I wonder if takes here is even going to happen. He doesn't have to do that, right? He just might do something else. No. No. Yeah, okay. I expected a double check to happen because now he can run in this queen as well. And then this this knight will give him mate. So that's very well done. Hats off. Oh no. But I'm pretty positive that if I took here, he has mate anyway. Maybe I should have gone for a time travel. Is there a way that I can still travel down here? He can always deliver check. I think this is forced mate if he just delivers check here, right? My next move, is this going to be check if I move this king away? Yeah. I think so, right? I'm really gonna have to come back to this one. This is such an interesting position. Is there a reason Andre's not playing? Isn't this like mate? Like here? Just as is? I hope he didn't DC or something. I mean, I just give him the win, but what's going on here? Like if check's here, then okay, here. I think he heard me. Is there a way to get out of this? Let's check our checks. Okay, there's check here next turn, right? And I definitely have to deal with this. This loses me the game to double check. Yeah. I couldn't find like a legal move, basically. You know, because like, I mean, takes here and then takes here is double check. Both of these things check me here. So that's soft mate. And then he can check me here again. So I can't time travel. And I have to deal with this, and I have to deal with the bishop as well. Moving out of the way is still checking the past. And he can take my queen as well. So GG to Andre. Let's catch up in chat. Hold on. I really think I missed something. Okay. Dreamer apologizes for not spelling Laura's name right. It's all good, dude. You can call me Trimmer if you want, because you trim timelines before they happen. Wow. Isn't Black winning now? I think I had a missed opportunity. I don't know why I didn't get there. The pressure was too good. It was too much. Please, Moon Sumet, stay calm and sink a bit. Moon, Laura's telling me to Moon as well. I think your opinion is biased, streamer. Oh, there's a tricky thing I missed in my calculations, due to which my plan might not work. Knight d6, queen takes d6, the queen holds, but then if knight takes f7, doesn't knight d6 followed by queen or bishop takes e7 win? Let's see. Where was I in the? Where are we talking about there? Let's say like maybe this position where it's my turn here. Oh no, I really was thinking hard when this happened, right? So knight d6 is for him probably is what we're talking about. Knight d6, something like that, or knight d6 here makes more sense, maybe. Oh well, it was probably after this move, so knight d6 here, and then queen takes, and then what happened? Queen or bishop takes e7. Why does that win? So yeah, so or are you saying that before this happened he should have given check here, then queen takes, and then bishop takes, and then I have the rook move anyway, and then I'm safe here because this is doubly defended, this square. f8, am I wrong? Then knight takes f7. Doesn't knight Samet think you on borrowed time? Telno says hello. How's it going, Telno? Dreamer says keep playing. Isn't time like running out? yes it is, babe. Time definitely ran out, but I think I was lost on the board anyway. It's not a checkmate. Why think so much, being low on time? I think that when my time ran out, I was in checkmate. And I used my time before that to prevent myself from getting mated. So, you know, I think it was as good a use of my time as I could manage. We should have emotes for move later and think first. I'm pretty sure Samet had an opportunity to intercept the initiative and turn the vector of the game, but that needed some calculation. I agree. It felt somewhere in there like that was possible, but I couldn't put it together. It was tricksy, man. It was a really tough position. I don't know. Maybe someone else figured it out. Drama. I don't think it's mate. Graven says it's mate. Graven was right. Dreamer says will be soon. Are you allowed to suggest moves? Yeah, you're allowed to suggest moves if I can no longer benefit from them, because this is a rated game, and otherwise it would be unfair. Bishop takes bishop, queen takes bishop, rook takes bishop, bishop takes rook. Where does this happen? Oh, probably after bishop takes bishop, right? Bishop takes bishop. No, because it says queen takes bishop. So where would this have happened? Where is this move suggestion from Graven? What is this cheat code? um, yeah. Hold on. Bishop takes. Where is bishop takes bishop possible and then queen takes bishop? Oh, here? Is that what we're saying? Yeah, bishop takes bishop, queen takes bishop. No, then there's a rook takes bishop. Oh, like down here? Bishop takes rook? Question mark? I'm unclear on what's being said. Very well played, my friend. Well, thank you, Ramos. We did our best. Andre played real well. Bro, you could have moved just so I can show my mating ideas. Sorry, Andre. I think I probably... Well, there were a lot of mating ideas here, but they were very good. Very well played. That was a really good... That was just such a monstrous opening to play against. And I think that, yeah, I think maybe there was somewhere there in the mid game where I could have turned the tide. If chat could tell me, if someone can find it and tell me where I goofed, how I could have taken advantage, taken initiative there, I'd love to hear it, but I don't know. So I think your knight takes knight instead of king takes knight was actually good. It got him to travel. Right, so here, instead of king takes knight here. I think king takes knight here. Oh, that's what we're talking about. I think that's what Graven was talking about when he said... So after king takes... Oh, no, because there's no... Knight takes knight... Maybe not. Okay, let's read the rest of his message. King takes knight after the travel was best, I think, because his knights were not in a position to cause harm. And you keep the other boards... You keep the other board on your move. Yeah, is that true? Is that true? Let's think about this. If king takes knight here, then I lose a defender on this square. And he's got 3 attackers on this square. Well, okay, I gain a defender on this square, but it's the king. And he has... Maybe you're right, man. I don't know. Because after king takes... I mean, the problems that I was running into is, like, yes... Like, on the one hand, he can't do anything with these knights here. The problem is that, for example, this knight, when we catch up to the new board, in order to mate this king, which is now on e7, this is what I was thinking at the time anyway, was that this knight can hop over to either e5 or g7 on this board, which are both... I mean, okay, e5 is defended here, but, g7, like, I don't know, felt like it was going to give me issues. And that would just make me on this board. But I guess actually it doesn't really matter because I can just move this king out of the way at that time. I don't know. Maybe king takes knight here is like a defensible position. There were just so many... It was probably better than losing initiative. Like, realistically, keeping it my turn on this board... I mean, hindsight's 20/20. Under time pressure, everything looks terrifying. Especially when you're me. But I think that keeping initiative on this board so that, like, realistically, I wasn't going to win the game without taking advantage of the fact that it was now my turn on this empty board where a time travel could result. Especially because I had timeline priority. Dude, if it was my turn here, going into the past and taking this pawn is probably, like, an amazing move, right? I think I fucked up. I think that is something that I didn't recognize in the moment. I think I saw the boogeyman, the 5D boogeyman, and I really tunnel visioned on this idea of not doing this because he could follow it up with like a bunch of checks or whatever. And I think probably king takes knight here is better. I agree with you. Can't due to bishop g7 defending from... Can't due to bishop g7 defending the f7 from the other timeline. +1L lol. f7 was defended by the bishop on 0L. That's why I checked with my queen. Right. Then bishop takes f6, then queen takes f6. So now I get emotes immediately once more. I mean, I really wish I wish I could give you guys more emotes, but it's locked. I need like X number of subscribers. I think I need 25 subs to unlock the next emote slot, which is like never gonna happen. Not not in the near future. So at the end, that is the mate. If king f8, then bishop e7 check, discovering queen defense on the knight. Yeah, I'm with you. On the bottom, the two happen and the knight and queen both mate kings in the past and there's nothing you can do. Yeah. That's why taking, or like moving the king here like loses, or taking this here loses, or doing anything. Like, taking the bishop here loses, because queen takes here is just mate. I think I've gone over that more than once. It's hard to catch up in chat. You guys you're too active. I can't catch up. On 0L, after rook takes f8, bishop takes f8, and so there's no time travel defense, right? King takes knight after the travel on +1L. Yeah, I had something really fun prepared if king takes knight. Oh, I meant not after the travel. I have a couple questions about this game. One, why not king takes f7 instead of knight takes e4? I think maybe that works. Maybe Andre can tell me. Andre, it was my instinct that king takes... Actually, I didn't really think about this. I just thought it was losing. Because I saw things like... After king takes f7, I saw things like knight check, and then like bishop check or something, and then queen time travels to the board where I just took here with this king. But actually, I have 3 pieces defending here, even though you have 3 pieces attacking. Maybe that works, man. I don't know. I don't know why I was really averse to this idea just in my head. Oh, but that's what Andre meant by he had something fun prepared if king takes knight, right? So yeah, I want to see the line. I'm not like there right now with the visualization. So you'll have to help connect the dots. 2, why not king takes e7 right on the newly created board? I was terrified by this idea. I think it's clear that I overthought a lot this game. Nothing new for the stream. Nothing new for a stream. But I think probably, like, realistically speaking, I think king takes d7 was the play because it's less immediately... I mean, because I don't have to intervene from the other board and just, like, abstractly, at, like, a high level. That seems to be, like, the only way to actually win the game. Yeah. Yeah, 3 defenders, 3 attackers. If king takes knight, knight f7 would be time check soon. Where? What? Which one? What's going on? I don't know where that's in reference to. And if king takes 7, king takes 7. Dreamer, where is 7? Do you mean e7 or f7? It will be defended by the bishop on g7 on 0L, so no king takes f7. But he keeps the move on 0L. Yeah. Keeping the move on 0L, I think, is probably crucial. Knight takes f7 at the right time. It wasn't fully calculated, of course. The bishop can also be taken, right? I think it was possible. Sam sinks. Samet sinks. Sink later. I did sink at the end of the day. Are we going to play? Yes. Right or wrong? Let's play. Okay, we're almost caught up in chat. Maybe king takes knight was defending after travel. Maybe. I think you will after we're done with the analysis of this one. Yeah, analysis is so much deeper in 5D. No kidding, man. There's no end to this. I could look at this position just for hours. There are so many lines. Yeah, I didn't see anything killing for you. Oh, king takes f7 instead of knight takes e4 was really fun. Yeah. What was your idea? I wanted to travel the bishop to take the queen on d8. Oh, you were looking at the bishop. Wait, how is that even possible? Oh, on d8. Oh, weird. Okay. Yeah, maybe that was good. Yeah, because then you have the... I don't know. I'm cutting us off here. We got to play right and wrong. So let's just get to the end. Is it worth doing so?